What is going on? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today we're going to talk to you about the top 5 most heavily shorted EV stocks in the market as of right now. So I'm going to go over all the things that you need to know, but first make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. And on a side note, I'm going to talk on 2 EV charging companies. So the top 2 heavily shorted for that. So kind of a bonus aspect for that. But starting off with stock number 5, we do have Canoo, so ticker is GOEV. On Friday, it did go up 5.88% over the last 1 year, down 80.06%. And in 2024, it is down 57.4%. This is some basic info right here, market cap and stuff like that. Short interest based on what Seeking Alpha has isn't necessarily exactly what Ortex does show, so it's a little bit different in that regard. But aside from that, stock number 5 is sitting at 16.66% of the free float is being shorted. That works out to be 11.02 million shares. On Friday, shorts did return 2.6 million shares. So the broader market, much of it was rallying. So definitely going into next week, there should be that continuation of positive momentum. So again, could really help a lot of these stocks. Cost to borrow is fairly high, so the average is 416.38%, and then utilization is 97.45. There's a lot of other data right here that I'm not necessarily going to go over, so just do your own due diligence and kind of pause the video if you need be. But just generally, shorts have been getting really into this company quite a lot over this last little bit. So something to keep in mind through IBKR, it does indicate that there's around 2,000 shares available to be shorted. So somewhat of a hard to borrow stock. So again, that could really help. Just make sure you guys do your own due diligence. Moving on to stock number 4, it is Rivian. Had a phenomenal day on Friday, went up 8.05% over the last 1 year. It is down 30.1%, and in 2024 down 22.8%. 19.45% of the free floats being shorted, works out to be 137.73 million shares, which works out to be 2.27 billion. So when I did my video last week, I kind of pointed out the fact that Rivian has more shorts dollar value than many EVs have a market cap. So kind of crazy for that, but shorts did increase 2.24 million shares on Friday. So clearly they're not really anticipating or feeling that 8% green day was justified. Utilization 67.6, short score is 73.93%, and then cost to borrow average is 1.06%. So very low in that regard. And shorts have actually returned quite a lot, not quite a lot, but a little bit. Went from around 21% short interest to where we are now over this last week. And through IBKR, it does look like around 2.8 million shares is available, and very low cost to borrow. Moving on to stock number 3, and that is Mullen. So on Friday, it went down 3.26%. Over the last 1 year, down 98.37%. And in 2024, it is down 85.44%. And right here, it is 22.04% of the free floats being shorted. So it has actually lost its, I believe last week it was spot number 2, so it's kind of moved down a little bit. 3.17 million shares overall are being shorted. Friday, shorts did return around 32,000 shares. Cost to borrow average is fairly high, so 212.45. Utilization 85.92, and then short score is 81.89. Through IBKR, it does indicate around 15,000 shares is available, so kind of a hard to borrow stock as well. Moving on to stock number 2, so this one has moved up quite a lot. I believe they were 5th last week, and that is NKLA. So did go down 0.1% on Friday. Over the last 1 year, down 75.89%, and in 2024, down 61.97%, but 22.49% of the free floats being shorted, works out to be 9.86 million shares. Shorts did return 492,000 shares on Friday. Utilization 66.7, and then short score is 86.82, and then cost to borrow is 65.94. And this is why I like to analyze this on a day-to-day video. Whatever stock I'm covering, I like to analyze this information, because just by going over, for instance, what happened with the underlying stock versus what shorts did, it's very telling on how bold they are. So again, that's something that you can kind of pause and go through one line by line if necessary. And moving on to stock number one, it probably had the best day all so far, probably since I think mid or beginning of 2023, but Lucid did go up a flat 25% on Friday over the last 1 year, down 40.64%. And in 2024, round of applause, it did and is green right now. So very surprising chain of events for Lucid, but regardless, it is still the most heavily shorted EV in the market as of right now, with 27.83% of the free float is being shorted. 246.42 million shares. That works out to be $836 million worth. Shorts did increase, surprisingly, 330,000 shares on Friday. Utilization is 93.01. Short score is 94.78. Cost of borrow average is 23.13%. And through IBKR, around 450,000 shares is available to be shorted. So that is the top 5 stocks in the EV sector. Which of them do you own? Have you been buying? Have you been selling? Let me know your thoughts. And then moving on. So I did do this, like I've kind of shown you guys in the past. I generally go through this list. This is all the EVs based on market cap. I go line by line, look at every single one of these to see the short interest, and that's how I get the list. I wanted to kind of switch it up a little bit and add this right here. So even EV charging companies, and subtract Tesla, of course, but I was going to add this and just do a general top 5, but these knocked the top 5, like it changed the whole dynamic like crazy. So I wanted to go over this. So starting off with this ChargePoint, so it did go up 13.4% on Friday over the last 1 year, down 75.53%. And in 2024, it is down 5.98%, but 28.69% of the free float is being shorted. So this one, essentially, if I put it in that list, would be number 1, or obviously not counting the other stock, but this would easily make number 1. So kind of crazy stuff. On Friday, shorts did return 3.31 million shares. 112.58 million shares are overall being shorted. Utilization 92.73, and then cost of borrow average is 16.3%. And for the most part, it was actually recently at all-time high short interest numbers of 32.05%. So this one, kind of crazy, but it does get a little bit crazier. So ChargePoint was right here, and then EVGO is even higher. So I'm going to break that down for you. So that did go up 18.69% on Friday. Over the last 1 year, it is down 6.76%, and in 2024, up 11.73%. But 31.54% of the free float is being shorted. So once again, if I put those 2 EV charging companies in that top 5 list, this would be number 1, ChargePoint would be number 2, Lucid would be number 3. So this is why I decided to kind of separate them a little bit, but 31.37 million shares overall are being shorted. Cost of borrow average 8.4%. 127,000 shares overall are being shorted, and then utilization 74.99%. So despite the whole EV sector running like a madman on Friday, which could potentially carry forward into this following week, shorts are lingering like crazy. So let me know your thoughts on these stocks. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. One final thing, take advantage of this promo. Simply sign up for a new account, throw $100 at it, and they give you 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. So this is a kick-ass deal. Link in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.